Good morning. Bonjour, bon dia, buenos dias, and to our colleagues joining us from the beautiful Republic of Haiti, Sak Passe. Your Excellency Jean-Victor Généus, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs of Haiti, distinguished permanent and interim representatives of member states of the Organization of American States, Assistant Secretary General, His Excellency Ambassador Nestor Mendez, distinguished members of the High-Level Transition Council of Haiti, distinguished permanent observers, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, good morning. It's my honor this morning, as both the chair of the Permanent Council of the Organization of American States, and today more specifically as the chair of the Working Group on Haiti, established and installed by the Permanent Council pursuant to its resolution CP/Res 1214, to warmly welcome you all to the House of Americas, whether you're joining here in person or joining us online. Good morning and welcome. Bienvenido, bienvenue. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, I'm honored as well to have been afforded the responsibility to lead the proceedings of this timely and important security, humanitarian, electoral and democracy assistance dialogue with the participation of representatives of the government of Haiti and the High-Level Transition Council, which was established based on the agreement arrived at in an accord reached on December 21st, 2022, and reflected in a document entitled National Consensus for an Inclusive Transition and Transparent Elections. This dialogue today has been convened in compliance with the mandate of Operative Paragraph 6 of Permanent Council Resolution CP/Res 1214, which is to request that the OAS Working Group on Haiti, with the assistance of the General Secretariat, convene by March 17, 2023, a security, humanitarian, electoral and democracy assistance dialogue with the participation of the Government of Haiti and the High-Level Transition Council to permit the latter to provide OAS member states, permanent observers and the General Secretariat with information regarding the priority areas of assistance required to enable and ensure inclusive participation of Haitian stakeholders in arrangements for inclusive, free, fair, and credible elections and democratic transition in the Republic of Haiti as soon as conditions allow. Since its establishment and installation on February 22, 2023, the OAS Working Group on Haiti has met on 3 occasions, March 1st, 9th, and 14th, just yesterday. During its deliberations, in addition to its adoption of a work plan leading up to the upcoming 53rd regular session of the OAS General Assembly, in which the integrated organization of the work of the working group has been organized around 3 assistance clusters, and those are security assistance, humanitarian assistance, and assistance related to electoral and democracy strengthening. The working group has received regular updates on the situation in Haiti. Most recently, the working group focused its attention on the preparatory process for ensuring that today's meeting would be a meaningful and purposeful dialogue. the expectation of the working group is that at the completion of today's dialogue, which we envisage as an initial discrete dialogue event, we expect that the outputs of our discussion today will enable our discovery with greater clarity of where the attention of OAS member states, permanent observers, and the General Secretariat should be directed to provide the assistance to Haiti that is required to ensure inclusive participation by all Haitian stakeholders, and at the end of the day, inclusive, free, fair, and credible elections and democratic transition in the Republic of Haiti. That said, I wish to welcome you again to what I am certain promises to be, with your participation and with the participation of others that will join us during the course of today, a useful and purposeful dialogue. It's therefore my pleasure now, after those brief welcome and opening remarks, to move immediately to the second item on our agenda, which addresses presentations on the priority assistance requirements for inclusive, free, fair, and credible elections and democratic transition in Haiti. We are pleased today that among the presenters, we are able to welcome back to the whole of the Americas His Excellency Jean-Victor Généus, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Worship of the Republic of Haiti, who will deliver the first presentation on behalf of the government of Haiti. Honorable Minister Généus, bienvenue, bonjour, and welcome back to the House of the Americas, and you have the floor, Excellency.
Thank you, Mr. President. Monsieur le Président, au nom du Premier ministre, Son Excellence, Dr. Ariel Henry, je vous remercie d'avoir accepté de présider le groupe de travail de l'OEA sur Haïti et de convoquer ce dialogue entre les autorités haïtiennes, les États membres et les permanents de l'Organisation des États américains. Je remercie par la même occasion le Conseil permanent pour l'adoption par consensus de la résolution CP/RES 1214 présentée par la délégation d'Haïti lors de la séance du 10 février 2023 et qui établit le groupe de travail. Le gouvernement de la République d'Haïti se félicite de la constitution du groupe de travail mis en place le 22 février dernier et remercie chaleureusement les États membres de l'OEA qui ont bien voulu y prendre part pour proposer des éléments de réponse à la grave crise sécuritaire et institutionnelle qui gangrène le pays depuis trop longtemps. C'est pour moi l'occasion d'exprimer la profonde gratitude du peuple et du gouvernement haïtien à tous les pays frères et amis qui ont exprimé leur solidarité, mais surtout leur volonté sincère d'accompagner Haïti en ces moments combien difficiles de notre histoire de peuple. L'heure est à l'action. Tout comportement passif expose davantage le pays à l'incertitude et au chaos. Monsieur le Président, il est aujourd'hui urgent que l'OEA, notre organisation, comprenne que le pourrissement de la situation sécuritaire a atteint son paroxysme et que l'arrogance des gangs armés est sans limite. Présentement, la sécurité est le maître mot. La première des priorités pour le gouvernement reste le retour sans délai à un environnement sécuritaire pour libérer le pays et le peuple haïtien, toutes couches sociales confondues, pris en otage par des gangs armés qui le terrorisent. La situation continue de s'aggraver péniblement à cause de l'action persistante des gangs armés. Les affrontements entre gangs armés, gangs rivaux, ont provoqué une nouvelle vague de dépôts. Les enlèvements contre rançon, les viols, les assassinats crapuleux et les attaques armées contre les institutions publiques, dont les commissariats de police, se poursuivent. La situation est tragique. Les hôpitaux sont contraints de fermer leurs portes. C'est le cas, par exemple, de l'hôpital Albert Schweitzer, qui dessert plus de 700 000 personnes au niveau du département de l'Artibonite et aussi de l'hôpital Médecins sans frontières à Cité-Soleil. La catastrophe sanitaire s'annonce pour un pays dont les infrastructures sanitaires sont déjà très précaires. Monsieur le Président, comme je l'avais annoncé au Conseil permanent lors de ma présentation le 10 février dernier, sur la base des statistiques récentes concernant la montée de la violence, des crimes, de l'insécurité, impactent négativement les pays voisins. Les problèmes de sécurité en Haïti constituent une menace pour la région. Le gouvernement de la République appuie aux forces de l'ordre qui ne ménagent aucun effort non sans risque pour traquer les malfrats et les mettre hors d'état de nuire malgré nos faibles moyens. Toutefois, compte tenu de la complexité de la situation et de ses ramifications avec le crime transnational organisé, donc le d'armes et de munitions, Haïti ne peut et n'a pas les moyens de les résoudre tout seul. C'est dans ce contexte que le gouvernement réitère sa demande d'une assistance internationale robuste pour appuyer les efforts de la police nationale d'Haïti dans sa lutte contre les gangs armés. Les besoins de la PNH pour les opérations de terrain s'expriment entre autres les besoins de la PNH pour équipement et en formation. Le gouvernement croit fermement que notre organisation dispose d'instruments adéquats d'agir collectivement et de porter assistance à un État membre en difficulté. C'est pourquoi je renouvelle le support du gouvernement au groupe de travail de l'OEA sur Haïti. Le gouvernement partage les thématiques qui ont été retenues pour la division du travail en sous-groupes. Il rappelle une fois de plus que le rétablissement de la sécurité est la principale priorité du gouvernement. J'invite donc l'OEA, à travers le groupe de travail, à continuer à explorer les mécanismes interaméricains d'assistance mutuelle déjà existants pour venir en aide au peuple haïtien qui continue d'espérer un lendemain meilleur. Monsieur le Président, il est d'intérêt de souligner, dans ce contexte particulièrement pénible, une avancée politique significative enregistrée dans le processus de rétablissement et de fonctionnement de nos institutions démocratiques. L'installation par le Premier ministre de 8 nouveaux juges de la Cour de cassation, la plus haute instance judiciaire du pays, le 7 mars dernier. La normalisation du fonctionnement de la Cour de cassation est une étape importante dans la mise en place des institutions pour une saine distribution de la justice et pour la réalisation des élections. En effet, à la suite de la signature de l'accord du 21 décembre entre le Premier ministre et les secteurs concernés, les pourparlers se poursuivent pour la désignation des membres du Conseil électoral provisoire devant organiser les prochaines élections. Je rappelle que la Cour de cassation est indispensable à la mise en place du Conseil électoral provisoire devant lequel les membres du CEP doivent prêter serment. Monsieur le Président, le message prioritaire adressé à la communauté internationale par le gouvernement de la République d'Haïti est clair et sans embâche. Il s'articule autour de la demande du déploiement d'une force internationale spécialisée pour appuyer la police nationale d'Haïti dans son combat quotidien contre les gangs armés. Il s'agit d'une aide robuste afin de rétablir la sécurité dans le plus bref délai, condition sine qua non pour un retour à la vie normale et la restauration des institutions démocratiques et républicaines. C'est l'unique moyen de créer un environnement stable et sûr, capable d'adresser dans un futur proche les grands dossiers socio-économiques et politiques de la République d'Haïti. Je vous remercie, Monsieur le Président.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Ministre. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presentation. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to have you join us to share with us firsthand the situation in Haiti as we continue to express the commitment of the OAS in its renewed support to the Republic of Haiti. I now offer the floor to the distinguished permanent representative of Haiti. You would recognize that on the agenda listed is a presentation by the Director General of the Haitian National Police. However, I have been advised by the distinguished permanent mission of Haiti, and therefore I offer the floor now to the permanent representative. Excellency, good morning, you have the floor.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Président. Monsieur le Président, comme nous venons de le remarquer, l'intervention de notre chancelier s'est surtout concentrée sur l'aspect sécuritaire. En ce sens, la délégation d'Haïti, en l'absence du directeur général de la police nationale qui devait intervenir ce matin, notre délégation va vous donner une idée de la police nationale. Depuis sa création, les défis auxquels cette police fait face, l'évolution des gangs armés, une idée de la situation actuelle. Je vous parlerai brièvement des mesures prises par l'État en vue de faire face à la situation de sécurité et la demande d'aide que le Premier ministre vient de renouveler à travers l'intervention de notre ministre des Affaires étrangères. Monsieur le Président, je dois préciser pour ce forum que nous avons une police nationale très jeune. La police nationale a été formée suite à la démobilisation des forces armées d'Haïti en 1994. C'est une police qui a maintenant 27 ans. 32 promotions ont été formées et pour le moment, cette police nationale a un effectif de près de 13 000 policiers. Je parle de 13 000 policiers qui doivent fournir, qui doivent protéger, qui a pour mission de protéger et servir une population de près de 12 millions d'habitants. Comme je l'ai mentionné, c'est une police qui a fait face à des difficultés majeures. Participer dans le maintien de l'ordre, gérer des manifestations pacifiques et parfois violentes. 27 ans de service, 27 années d'expérience, donc vous pouvez vous faire une idée de l'inadéquation, des manques de ressources et d'équipements auxquels fait face notre police nationale. Mais surtout, c'est aussi une formation inadaptée à la réalité haïtienne. Les manques de ressources sont évidents, la facilité, la capacité opérationnelle est certainement réduite, mais aussi à cause de la situation d'insécurité à laquelle les policiers sont eux-mêmes confrontés. La police nationale souffre d'un taux de déperdition très élevé. L'assassinat des policiers, les policiers qui se sentent menacés, qui ont déserté et ont laissé les rangs de la police nationale à cause de l'insécurité à laquelle fait face cette institution. Il y a aussi un embryon de forces armées d'Haïti qui a été remobilisé il y a quelques années, il y a 3 ans. Mais c'est une entité qui est pour le moment à un état expérimental, qui souffre, comme la police nationale, de manque d'effectifs et d'équipements. Mais pour entrer dans le vif du sujet, depuis quelques années, cette institution policière fait face à une prolifération des gangs armés à travers tous les bidonvilles de la capitale. Je peux dire pour le moment, la capitale haïtienne est en quelque sorte encerclée par des fiefs de gangs armés qui sont parfois mieux équipés que notre institution policière et qui se livrent à des actes d'assassinat, d'enlèvement, de blocage des rues, qui représentent une menace pour l'État haïtien. Cela s'accompagne des actes de banditisme qui sont connus dans la capitale. Et j'aimerais signaler à votre attention que le trafic d'armes et de munitions est une activité très profitable pour les gangs armés. Ils reçoivent des armes de l'extérieur et le gouvernement a pris des mesures pour voir de quelles mesures réduire la quantité d'armes qui rentrent dans le pays, mais il est un fait certain que les gangs armés arrivent à se procurer des armes et des munitions, ce qui augmente leur capacité de nuire à la stabilité du pays. Il y a des zones qui sont inaccessibles pour le moment à la police nationale, ce qui facilite le travail des gangs armés pour garder les personnes enlevées, et il y en a beaucoup. Il y a beaucoup de citoyens qui ont été victimes d'enlèvement par les gangs armés, et les zones inaccessibles dans lesquelles ils se confinent, des fois facilitent les prises d'otages, et cette prolifération ne facilite pas la prise en charge de l'État sur tout le territoire. Il n'y a pas que la capitale, il y a aussi des autres provinces, par exemple dans l'Artibonite, les gangs armés aussi réduisent l'accès de la population pour se livrer à des activités régulières. Par exemple, dans la zone de l'Artibonite, l'Artibonite qui est connue pour un grenier pour le pays, les agriculteurs ont des difficultés pour se livrer à des activités normales. Je dois souligner que l'État, au cours des 20 dernières années, a pris des mesures pour essayer de renforcer les infrastructures de sécurité et de défense du pays. Il y a eu, en 2007, l'élaboration du livre blanc de défense pour la sécurité et le développement du pays. Ce sont des réflexions qui ont été faites en vue de voir dans quelle mesure, pour que l'État, en dehors de son rôle de défense et de protection et de service du pays, puisse mobiliser des ressources pour non seulement prendre le contrôle du territoire, mais aussi adresser l'aspect social, la dimension sociale de la sécurité. Parce que pour résoudre le problème de sécurité en Haïti, il ne suffit pas d'avoir des armes, il ne suffit pas de renforcer la police nationale et l'armée, mais surtout il y a d'autres mesures au niveau économique et social qu'on doit prendre pour que l'État soit plus présent dans les zones inaccessibles. Pour conclure mon intervention, Monsieur le Président, je reviens à la déclaration, du ministre des Affaires étrangères qui a mis l'emphase sur l'urgence de la situation. Comme je viens de le mentionner, c'est une police qui est sous-équipée, sous-entraînée, démotivée, je peux le dire, par manque de moyens. L'urgence de voir dans quelle mesure on peut aider le gouvernement à accompagner la police en vue de reprendre le contrôle du territoire, de contrecarrer les actions des bandes armées, afin que le gouvernement puisse se livrer à des activités économiques et sociales pour que la population puisse jouir d'un minimum de paix et de stabilité. Du 21 décembre, il y a déjà un consensus politique, il nous faut les moyens. Il faut adresser les problèmes d'insécurité afin que le gouvernement soit à même d'organiser des élections comme il est prévu dans l'accord du 21 décembre. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Président.
Merci, Monsieur l'Ambassadeur, pour votre présentation. We understand that the leadership of the Haitian National Police could not join us today, but we look forward as a working group to having the opportunity to speak with the leadership of the HNP. A few very important points from your presentation relate to the relative youth of the institution of law enforcement as reflected in the Haitian National Police, having been created only in 1995, just over 27 years ago, 28 years just about ago. Thank you for your presentation. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, I'm now pleased to move to the presentations that we have been able to arrange from members of the High-Level Transition Council of Haiti. In that regard, I'm pleased to offer the floor now to the first of two members of the High-Level Transition Council that will participate in our deliberations this morning. The second member will join closer to midday, having been occupied already with other pressing matters in Haiti. And so I offer the floor now to Mr. Laurent Sincere, a member of the High-Level Transition Council. Bienvenue, Monsieur Sincere. You have the floor. Ambassador Charles, you have the floor.
Monsieur le Président, j'ai le regret de vous annoncer qu'il y a eu un changement dans la présentation au Conseil de transition. La présentation sera faite un peu plus tard par la présidente du Haut Conseil qui aura à intervenir un peu plus tard. Donc notre délégation est en train de faire nous sommes en communication avec le secrétariat du Haut Conseil pour annoncer l'heure exacte au cours de cette séance que la présentation de Mme Maniga sera faite. Merci.
Thank you very much for your explanation, Ambassador Charles. I was advised of one member of the Council that would speak later, so I was not aware of the change with respect to the presentation by Mr. Sincere, and would be pleased if at the earliest opportunity you could advise when we should offer the floor without delay to the representatives of the High-Level Transition Council. Thank you. That said, Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, we can now move until the representatives of the High-Level Transition Council are ready to request the floor. We move to item 3 on our agenda. And this is where we receive statements from national authorities. And we're pleased to also have with us today, joining us virtually, a representative of the United Nations and, of course, our own special representative of the OAS Secretary General in Haiti. It's therefore now my pleasure to offer the floor and to begin, in fact, our presentations here with the recorded remarks of Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Jamaica. Please proceed with the recorded remarks of the Honorable Minister, Secretariat. Thank you.
Chair of the Permanent Council, Secretary General, permanent representatives, and permanent observers. I greet you warmly and convey my very best wishes for a productive dialogue as we continue to work towards achieving solutions to the interlocking crises in Haiti. I welcome this opportunity to deliver this statement on behalf of Jamaica. Please allow me to thank the Chair of the Permanent Council, the Secretary General, and the members of the OAS for their continued interest in the restoration of peace, stability, and democratic institutions in Haiti. The various resolutions adopted by the Permanent Council and the recent establishment of the working group will undoubtedly bolster efforts already underway towards the Haitian people finding long-term solutions to the crises affecting their country and their people. Jamaica is encouraged by the efforts of the OAS in its advocacy and in promoting international support and assistance for Haiti. Jamaica supported the resolution adopted by the Permanent Council on February 10, 2023, which called for renewed support for security and humanitarian assistance, free and fair elections, and democratic transition. We're also part of the working group that will endeavor to guide further efforts of the OAS. Jamaica reaffirms its commitment through activities such as these to the provision of necessary assistance to Haiti, to dialogue with the government of Haiti and Haitian stakeholders, and to fostering the conditions for democratic transition in Haiti. Chair, Excellencies, of great concern to Jamaica and to CARICOM are Haiti's rapidly deteriorating security, humanitarian, and political circumstances. We are alarmed by the breakdown in security, peace, and stability due to the activities of well-armed, violent gangs. These gangs are responsible for kidnappings and numerous attacks, including sexual violence perpetrated against women and girls. This situation has seriously affected the people of Haiti, but disproportionately the most vulnerable, further exacerbated by the prevention of much-needed humanitarian aid from reaching those who need it most. These circumstances, along with the protracted political uncertainty since the assassination of the late President Moise, have created deep suffering for the Haitian people. The principles contained in the Charter of the Organization of American States place a responsibility on all of us to assist in the economic, social, and political restoration of Haiti, the first independent Black republic and an original signatory of the Charter. Within the context of the Caribbean community, and in particular as a member of the group of CARICOM lead heads on Haiti, Jamaica is determined that there must be credible action with respect to the situation in Haiti. At the 44th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of CARICOM, held in the Bahamas last month, CARICOM reiterated its moral and political obligations to Haiti as a member state of the community. In view of our obligations, heads mandated that there should be a CARICOM special mission to Haiti. The mission took place on February 27th, led by the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica. I was honored to participate in that mission, which allowed CARICOM an opportunity to engage with stakeholders and to see firsthand the situation on the ground. We listened and heard the priority needs of Haiti and of Haitians, which overwhelmingly were stated to be security or related to security. As such, the mission not only confirmed the urgency to address insecurity and to safeguard the Haitian population from the criminal gangs that wield considerable control, but we also understood the corresponding urgent need of building the capacity of the HNP, this being a critical element of sustainability. Jamaica is therefore prepared, in light of the stated constraints in Haiti, to provide assistance in off-site training for members of the HNP. To maximize the benefit of Jamaica's offer, however, international support will be important to ensure that we overcome language and other resource constraints. We call on members of the OAS to consider how this and similar initiatives could be supported. We also express appreciation to those who have already indicated an interest in providing assistance. Jamaica is also deeply mindful of the immediate security considerations that require urgent attention. We also therefore reiterate our previously expressed willingness to participate in a properly jurisdictionally grounded multinational security force to provide support to the HNP in the restoration of peace and stability in Haiti. As we have in respect to training, we would also like to call on members of the OAS, including those who have experience in providing policing, peacekeeping, and peacemaking support, to give serious thought to the current daily safety and security challenges of the Haitian people and of the need for sufficient peace and stability for the holding of free and fair elections. Again, we express appreciation to those members who have indicated interest. Jamaica and other members of CARICOM are also keenly interested in continuing our Good Office's role through ongoing broad-based dialogue with Haitian stakeholders. We will continue this in an impartial and inclusive manner and continue to offer the possibility of hosting a Haitian stakeholder dialogue in Jamaica. Following on the CARICOM mission, we believe that the opportunity exists to achieve an even broader-based consensus. We must maintain the momentum in this regard. Chair, Excellencies, we are all aware that the situation in Haiti is complex and will not easily be solved. Jamaica remains committed to supporting a Haitian-led process to address the matters which have been placed before us, not only for consideration, but for action. To make progress on any solutions, Haiti requires continued attention from the countries of the Americas and from the international donor community. We therefore call for a redoubling of cooperation and engagement, and for the harnessing of our voices and resources, even where we recognize the latter as limited. In this regard, Jamaica remains committed to working with regional, hemispheric, and international partners towards sustainable solutions. Jamaica remains very hopeful that in the near future, security and humanitarian assistance and the foundations of sound democratic transition in Haiti will be achieved with the ongoing support and attention of the OAS and the international community. I thank you.
I ask the Permanent Mission of Jamaica to please convey our thanks, deepest appreciation to the Honorable Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Jamaica, for her participation and for her very insightful remarks at today's dialogue. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, I'm now pleased to offer the floor to Ambassador Miroslav Jenka, Assistant Secretary General for Europe, Central Asia, and the Americas in the United Nations Department of Political Affairs. So, Assistant Secretary General, welcome to the Organization of American States, and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. Chairman, Ambassador Philip Spencer, Your Excellency, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Genève, Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. I have the honor to join you from New York for this important regional forum on Haiti. I extend my gratitude to the Organization of American States for leading this initiative. On behalf of the United Nations Secretary General, I would like to convey a message of continued solidarity during this unprecedented crisis in Haiti. It is difficult to overstate the gravity of the situation in the country today. The magnitude of this crisis destroys recent years' institutional gains, which will take generations to rebuild. Spiraling gang violence is changing the fabric of this country and has triggered the worst human rights situation in decades. Not only is Haiti faced with a humanitarian and socio-economic crisis, it is a crisis of the rule of law, with an under-resourced police force facing overwhelming odds in their struggle to stop gangs tightening their grip on the country. And at its core, it is a crisis of democratic functioning, with every elected seat in the country now vacant due to the absence of elections since 2017. Excellencies, time is of the essence. High Commissioner of Human Rights, Volker Turk, visited Haiti last month to help spur action for the Haitian people. What he heard was a plea for help from entire communities effectively held hostage by gangs, where state services are largely absent. Predatory armed gangs control access to water, food, healthcare, and fuel. Targeted and opportunistic abductions are rampant, from which no one is safe. Children are prevented from going to school and instead are subjected to violence and recruited to perpetrate it. I condemn in the strongest terms the widespread sexual violence used by armed gangs as a weapon to instill fear in communities. Support to national authorities to ensure that an accountable justice system takes immediate action against the current state of impunity for the perpetrators of these heinous crimes is imperative. Distinguished delegates, gangs are escalating their attacks on the Haitian National Police, some of which have resulted in the abandonment or complete destruction of police stations. An alarmingly high number of police have been killed or injured by gangs. Since the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in July 2021, at least 78 police officers have been killed, mostly in gang ambushes. These are clear warnings that the violence will continue to worsen without immediate international support and action. The Secretary General recommended to the Security Council in October last year that there is an immediate need for a non-UN multinational rapid action force to support the Haitian National Police in the fight against gangs. Foreign Minister Janeus before me very clearly stated that need as a condition sine qua non. The Secretary General remains steadfast in advocating the need for such a force, and the United Nations continues to work with the Security Council in coordination with other member states on a road ahead. In addition, measures to reestablish security will need to focus on accountability, prevention, and protection in order to be successful and sustainable. And our special political mission, BINU, will continue to advise and strengthen police capacities and work with others to galvanize international commitment for further investments in the longer-term capacity building for the HNP. Ultimately, decisive action to curb gang violence must come together with efforts to end the political crisis, as these are the two indispensable legs to move the country forward. Without this, Haiti's institutions will continue to falter, and the Haitian people will continue to suffer. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the members of the High Transitional Council, who carried the hopes of many for an inclusive transition that will lead to free, fair, and safe elections to restore democratic institutions and generate stability for development to take place. The United Nations are ready to help. Excellencies, Haiti's needs are considerable and the challenges are daunting. The way out of this multidimensional crisis must be owned and led by the people of Haiti, but the magnitude of the problems is such that they need the international community's active attention and targeted support. At this great moment, I reiterate my solidarity with the people of Haiti, in particular the young, who deserve a future which is safer, brighter, and more equitable. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Jenker, for your presentation, and we note the renewed expression of commitment of support from the United Nations for Haiti. At this time, I'm pleased to offer the floor to Special Representative Cristobal Dupuy, the Special Representative of the OAS Secretary General in Haiti. Before I do so, I'm pleased to advise the Dialog that the President of the High-Level Transition Council is scheduled to join us at 11:45, and I'm sure we all look forward to her remarks at that time. I offer the floor now to Special Representative Dupuy. Good morning, welcome, you have the floor.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you so much, Chairman Ambassador Anthony Philip Spencer and Haitian Ambassador Leon Charles for convening this important special meeting of the Working Group of the Permanent Council on the current situation in Haiti. The situation is serious, which is why it fully deserves to be discussed today and on future occasions and special sessions at the Premier Hemispheric Political Forum of the OAS. I would like also to acknowledge the strong support of several member states regarding the importance of the attention they have given to a founding member of our organization, since we had the pleasure of participating in several meetings and gatherings since the beginning of the year, for which the issue regarding Haiti has been very present at the center of our preoccupations and concerns. The latest advance on the political front has resulted from the December 21st Accord. It is a welcome development as it shows the commitment of many sectors of society to reach that ever-elusive consensus, although an imperfect and incomplete one, but still a common denominator, a minimum threshold, if you will, that may just be the initial compromise for greater progress moving forward. That is why we encourage all those in Haiti willing to raise above the current impasse to overcome the differences, to go beyond the grievances in order to reach a minimum point, a denominator by which the necessary steps can be taken to dislocate the impasse, the zero-sum political game that tends to have become in Haiti institutionalized. As we have discussed on several occasions, it is essential and fundamental to have a clear roadmap defined by Haiti with defined steps by which the country can move beyond the current stalemate of national life to address the necessary political reforms and move towards elections. It is impossible to dislocate one from the other, and trying to determine which one is predominant, I believe, is a futile exercise. They must be done with an absolute synchronization. The reinforcement of the Haitian National Police will only bear fruit if there is a credible political force behind it. The connection between gangs and politicians cannot be divorced from election planning. Sanctions against individuals must be accompanied by a total separation from the political and administrative life regarding their participation in the national affairs of the country. The way out of the crisis inexorably goes through the change of political paradigm and constitutional reform. Elections cannot be held without a minimum of security. As you can see, these topics move in different levels and at various speeds, and often they tend to be worked on individually, in silos and separately. It is therefore essential for the success of the task for which we are addressing to have a precise roadmap with a comprehensive plan for Haiti to link the various components in a united manner, the only viable way, in my opinion, in achieving the required results. I am afraid that the situation will not be easier next year than it is this year. One never wants to get too enthusiastic about new initiatives in Haiti, but having observed the country's ups and downs over the last 18 years and watched the current down cycle in detail over the past 18 months, the current initiative appears to me as good as it gets. But let's be cautious as well in this endeavor. Agreements, although in essence are always welcome to overcome crises, history has shown us that the constant negotiation of democratic mandates, the premature end of electoral terms, political compromises become inconsequential, given their reiteration and cadence by which they are negotiated, and are not, unfortunately, conducive to the strengthening of the democratic process that we promote in our hemisphere. We cannot promote extended transition as a democratic tool per se. On the contrary, they are fundamentally undemocratic. There is no other political status without democratic representation that are so-called transitions. The success of the permanent transition formula in Haiti is quite remarkable. 35 years and 12 transitions underline the competence of those who, while defending democracy, want it their way. That is, without the presence of the main interested party, the people and the citizens of Haiti. I think we'll want some kind of a broader national accord in order to move forward. HCT, I think it's the way to go by it. Not so much for a prolonged transition, but rather for the democratic renewal of Haiti and the return to constitutional order. While painful for many to watch the gradual decline of security and the humanitarian reality in Haiti, it is difficult to imagine any scenario that will suddenly make things easier without a heady international presence. Make no mistake, Haiti is experiencing its hardest hours right now. We need, as never before, to be able to provide in a new and innovative way measures that can serve the Haitian nation, not only to overcome the current crisis, but also guide the country on a path where the most basic rights of its people can be respected. Yes, make no mistake, the moment is indeed bleak. None of this progress towards democratic renewal, institutional strengthening, and elections can advance without addressing Haiti's dire security needs. Let us be clear, the situation is so serious that Haiti alone, the Haitian National Police, will not be able to overcome such an acute affront to its security. The challenges have become too large and complex to be managed without some form of increased assistance from member states. In the hemisphere today, we have an important amount of security forces that have a unique set of expertise in Haiti, as many have had the chance to serve previously in the country under the helm of the United Nations. This special force, which has been under discussion for some time, whichever shape or form it might take, is a necessity for Haiti. We need to be creative as mandates, structures, and treaties in the inter-American realm do exist and probably need to be revisited to provide Haiti with the strong backing and support they have requested. At the same time, we must continue to support the Haitian National Police, as we're currently doing through our INL-funded project to strengthen social cohesion in gang-controlled neighborhoods, while training and supporting the community police. Haiti's long-term security depends on continued investment in the HNP, our valued partner, and the communities where both police and state lack a permanent presence. Transnational organized crime is another visible symptom of Haiti's failed political system. OAS member states have the responsibility to investigate and prosecute criminals that engage in illegal activities that extend beyond Haiti's borders, and we're helping on this important task. Lastly, Chair, we're confident that the daunting challenges that Haiti is currently facing can be overcome. The OAS stands firmly with the Haitian people in the resolve to build a brighter and more prosperous future, and strongly supports a democratic renewal for Haiti. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your very comprehensive presentation, Special Representative Dupuy. We acknowledge the importance of the role that you and your team play in Haiti at this time, particularly as you serve as the principal link between the Organization of American States and all of the actors in what we envisage is a time of opportunity for advancing the security, humanitarian, electoral, and democracy state of affairs in Haiti. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, I know that in just about an hour, we expect to be joined by the President of the High-Level Transition Council. The working group has reached out to the Special Advisor on Haiti, to the CARICOM Secretary General, who regrettably was unable to be certain whether he would be able to join us today. He is in fact engaged at the highest level during the course of today, and I continue to be hopeful that at some point he will be able to add his voice, and I will advise you accordingly. We therefore, during the first hour of our deliberations, have got to the item 4, which addresses the dialogue. This is where member states, permanent observers are able to request the floor, and based on what you know, either from what we've heard so far this morning or what you have received by way of information from your own representatives on the ground in Haiti, you're able to make contributions to the dialogue as we continue to try to discover where the focus of attention and in what manner the assistance to be provided by the OAS to Haiti would best be directed. With that said, I now am pleased to offer the floor to delegations. I would please request that in the interest of ensuring that as many delegations as possible are able to use the speaking time, that you do abide by the 5-minute maximum time allocated in the rules of procedure of the Permanent Council, which of course we generally follow in our working group. With that said, I now offer the floor to any delegations that may wish to take the floor to add their voice to the dialogue. You have the floor. The Chair recognizes the delegation of Suriname, a member of the working group. Excellency, good morning, welcome. You have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. thank you for having this day on a dialogue about Haiti. I hope that the representative from the United Nations is still with us, because what I was interested in is to hear more about what the United Nations actually is doing at the moment in Haiti, because we had they have a presence there, and what we have been told is that with respect to at least security, the United Nations should be in the lead. So I hope that we can get a little bit more insight in that. And the same goes for the special representative of the OAS in Haiti. Maybe he can tell us a little bit what the OAS at the moment is doing concretely in Haiti, in which areas, sectors they are, let's say, having programs or projects and so on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Excellency. I see no further requests for the floor, so based on your inquiry and your direct requests for interaction with our special representative, I offer the floor now to Special Representative Dupuy. You have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador. Yes, we have a big portfolio here in Haiti of different projects. Firstly, we have projects in development that are currently funded by USAID, projects in the north, in the south as well, and in the center of the country, so kind of a national projects here, but dealing with water management, about based organizations as well. We're working with them hand in hand, and we're doing a lot of things on relation to the environment and offering new possibilities to engage on different areas on the development topics that we are addressing. We have also a small grants fund that we are currently working as well with USAID in different projects on relation to water and to the environment, and that is going since I think it's the 7th year already that we are managing those projects. But we are also working on projects relating to security. I named just a few, just a project right now, a project that is currently funded by INL. We're working in Cité Soleil. We're working with the community-based organizations in Cité Soleil. So it's kind of a two-pronged approach project. It's one part of the project is working directly with the communities in order to create greater job creation and greater opportunities for them. And I think that that is something quite important. We've been working already a year in Cité Soleil, believe me. Hello?
Yes? Special Representative Dupuy. Have you lost the signal? Or? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
She's free now.
Okay. Special Representative Dupuy, if you are still able to hear us, could you try to reconnect and resume your presentation, please? Okay, I think we maybe have lost the special representative. I see no further requests for the floor from members. From member states, and therefore I'm pleased to offer the floor now to the permanent observer delegation of Germany. Welcome, and you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Dear Mr. Chairman, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure and honor for me to speak today on behalf of Germany as a permanent observer to the Organization of American States. This dialogue is an important event for Haiti, and I commend the Organization of American States for it. I'm particularly pleased that not only the government of Haiti is represented by His Excellency, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, but that the esteemed members of the newly created High-Level Transition Council of Haiti are participating as well in this event. I'm looking forward to their contribution. I wish them every success in their important work. The title of this event is right, also in the order of priorities. Without more security, there can be no significant improvement of living conditions in this country. No fight against the food crisis, no fight against cholera, no free elections, and no economic development. Without a significant improvement of the conditions so intolerable for the Haitians, with daily murders, kidnappings, and unspeakable violence by the constantly spreading gangs, there can be no progress. The people of Haiti long for peace and order. They long to be able to simply walk the streets without the constant sense of threat, fear, and insecurity. In this respect, Germany supports all activities that are suitable to improve the security situation in this country. Germany has contributed €500,000 to the UNDP Multi-Donor Basket Fund for the benefit of the Haitian National Police. Germany has increased funding for Haiti via the World Food Programme by €1 million to combat the food crisis. We welcome the activities and engagement of Haiti's neighbors, particularly CARICOM's recent fact-finding mission to Haiti. We welcome all that the United Nations, through its BINU mission and its specialized agencies, as well as the European Union and its member states, are doing in this respect. And of course, we would particularly appreciate the work of the Organization of American States and its member states in this area, including via national sanctions against those involved in gang activities, organized crime, and drug trafficking. The members of the National Police are doing their work under the most difficult external conditions. They deserve every support available. Ladies and gentlemen, in this critical moment, it is important that all political leaders in Haiti stand together, put aside particular interests, and work together. Any political solution must be Haitian-led and Haitian-owned. That is the view of my government. The national consensus of December 21st was a step in this direction, which we welcome. Difficult tasks and major challenges await the High-Level Transition Council and the political leaders of Haiti, including the aim of free elections in the near future. To contribute to the voter registration process for these elections, Germany will examine to what extent it can support the project of the Organization of American States to assist the Office of National Identification in voter registration and issuance of national identification cards. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the Permanent Observer of Germany. Your presentation was very insightful and instructive in terms of the clear expression of commitment and the outlook of the government of Germany in providing its assistance in Haiti. Thank you. Before offering the floor to the delegation of the United States, I see we are rejoined by Special Representative Dupuy, and therefore I'll take the time now to offer you the floor. Special Representative, please.
Thank you, Chair. And I'm sorry, this is a reality of the ground. Internet connections, they are what they are in Haiti. So I was mentioning that we also have a security-based project that is currently funded by INL. We're working in Cité Soleil with the community-based organizations. So we are working hand in hand with the HNP. We are training the community police. We've been training community police since last year. It's an ongoing effort until summer this year, and that has been quite effective, as a matter of fact. The other thing we're doing on the project, we're working with the community base, where we are working with them in order for them to create more opportunities, work opportunities within the community, and address the issues that affect the community themselves. And that's been a long project. We've been working with more than 30 base organizations that are based in Cité Soleil, and the results so far have been phenomenal. We've been working as well for many years, as you know, with the ONI, which is the Office National of Identification, the Identification National Office. We do have a project that we are trying to get funded, and I know that the German ambassador right now just mentioned their willingness to support the project. We are working as well with the government of the United States, with USAID in particular. They have shown keen interest in supporting this initiative as well. This is about distributing the ID cards. Will not only give the right to identity to millions of people, but also will enable citizens to go and vote on elections whenever they take place. And of course, it gives them another set of rights to have an identity, to receive money from abroad, to formalize their relationship with the state. Becomes a much more democratic relationship between the citizens and the state as well. We did work with also with the Constitutional Committee on the reform of the Constitution 18 months ago. We did that with them through a project and the help of Germany. And it was a project that enabled to have a new draft of the Constitution. So that was a very successful project. So, in a nutshell, those are our projects, Ambassador of Suriname, who asked this question. We are also finishing to draft a document that lists all the projects that we're doing, and we would love to share that with the working group as we go ahead. Thank you.
Second. Thank you very much, Special Representative Dupuy. I note that the distinguished delegation of the United States has requested the floor. I understand that the Assistant Secretary General, the UN Assistant Secretary General from the UN Department of Political Affairs is still with us. And if I may please request Ambassador Moro, if you'd allow me to offer the floor to the Assistant Secretary General. And I'd invite you, please, Ambassador Jenker, to request the floor and offer your remarks in response to the inquiry from the Permanent Representative of Suriname. You have the floor, Ambassador Jenker.
Hello, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me?
Yes, very clearly, Ambassador. You have the floor. Please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am sorry I have to leave now for another meeting, but our special representative of the Secretary General, head of the mission, head of BINU, Helen Lalim, will connect, is trying to get a speaking slot. I would like to ask you to arrange it and would answer in detail to the question of distinguished representative of Suriname. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Jenker, for your participation, and we understand and look forward to the remarks from Special Representative Lalim. Thank you. I now offer the floor to the distinguished Permanent Representative of the United States. Thank you for your patience, Excellency, and you have the floor. Thank you.
No, thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I don't have any remarks. I really just have a question, point of inquiry. Perhaps Special Representative Dupuy could answer this. The the foreign minister of Jamaica alluded to the meetings held in Haiti that the prime minister led recently. My question is, so as to enhance the level of coordination and avoid duplication, I think there was a reference to a CARICOM-led initiative to convene meetings of relevant stakeholders in Jamaica and Haiti to assist in the development of a plan to restore security. Would it be possible, Mr. Chair, perhaps Mr. Dupuy or others can address exactly what is envisioned in those meetings so that we, the working group, the Permanent Council, has a degree of awareness and could take those conversations and those objectives into consideration as we work through our own processes here in the Permanent Council. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your observation and inquiry, Excellency. I quite agree, and again, I'm prepared to offer the floor to Special Representative Dupuy or any of the other delegations that may be able to comment in immediate response to what I think is a very useful inquiry that you've made. Special Representative Dupuy, welcome back. You have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Chair, I would like to ask for your indulgence. Could you repeat the question? The communication went down when Ambassador Jenka was speaking.
Thank you very much. I'd offer the floor to the Ambassador of the United States again. I could try to repeat, but I think it's best for integrity to have Ambassador Morrell make it clear to you exactly what he's asking. I have an interpretation, but Excellency, you have the floor.
Yes, happy to do so, Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Dupuy. My question is, as we understood from the remarks of the Jamaican foreign minister regarding the meetings held in Haiti led by the Jamaican Prime Minister, that there are supposed to be CARICOM-led initiatives to convene meetings with relevant stakeholders in Jamaica and Haiti to assist in the development of a plan to restore order and the rule of law. In order to avoid duplication and for the purpose of coordination with the working group and the Permanent Council, could you tell us a little bit more as to what is envisioned in those meetings? What are the objectives of those meetings? So as to, as I mentioned, to avoid duplication and perhaps mutually support those two efforts, those by CARICOM and those by the working group and the Permanent Council here at the OAS. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Special Representative Dupuy, you have the floor.
Thank you. I am not aware about the CARICOM stance on this, and I'm not very well of the details on what the CARICOM is planning to do specifically in Haiti. We do maintain a contact with them, which is quite fluid, but we haven't gotten into that level of discussion as of yet. I know that there are many initiatives left and right, but nothing concrete until today, sadly so. So I will keep you updated once I get more information with CARICOM and other structures as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Special Representative. I see that the distinguished permanent representative of the Bahamas has requested the floor. Excellency, good morning, welcome, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you very much for convening this forum. Through you, Chair, I would, given that my delegation serves as the head of the Caucus of Ambassadors for CARICOM, through you, if I can respond to the inquiry by the distinguished delegation of the United States.
It may be best served that we hear directly from the Special Advisor or the Secretary General of CARICOM. Mr. Dupuy represents the OAS, so he may not be in the best position to respond on behalf of CARICOM. The Special Advisor, Ambassador Grandison, was unfortunately had a scheduling conflict. He was scheduled to report this morning to this body, and we're still seeing if we can facilitate that. But in respect of being able to report directly to the working group, we are seeking to have Ambassador Grandison make that presentation in a dedicated meeting to the working group, and to also have that information available for the wider Permanent Council. There was a special mission that was led by the Most Honorable Andrew Holness on February 28th, and the preliminary report on that, you would have heard some readouts from that from the Honorable Senator Kamina Johnson from Jamaica earlier. So I think it may be better served if we get a direct readout from CARICOM. And again, the point being that you'd like to be able to collaborate and coordinate rather than duplicate. And I'm sure that that would be something that would be taken on board and taken into consideration. We're all here to ensure that Haiti receives the service and the support. So through my office, I will also communicate on to CARICOM. But I think at the end of this event, I see that the CARICOM Secretary General is listed as one of the respondents or participants. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, simultaneously, there's a high-level CARICOM meeting that's happening right now, and on the agenda is this very topic. So it's, yeah, as we speak right now. So you would have seen a number of us leave the room, so we've been also trying to facilitate that conversation. And we'll keep you apprised, both Chair and the distinguished delegation of the United States.
Thank you very much, Excellency, and I'm sure the working group looks forward to arranging when we perhaps meet in complementary forum, as is one of the modalities by which the working group will proceed with its work. We look forward to hearing with and hearing from the Special Advisor to the CARICOM Secretary General. This working group process has been supported very consistently and meaningfully by the contributions of permanent observers of the OAS. We've just heard a little earlier from the permanent observer delegation of Germany, and it's my pleasure to now offer the floor to one of the permanent observer delegations that has in fact attended every meeting of the working group and has expressed its support in very meaningful ways. I offer the floor now, therefore, to our distinguished permanent observer of France. Excellency, you have the floor.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. La France se réjouit de la tenue de cette première séance de dialogue entre le gouvernement haïtien, le Haut Conseil de transition et le groupe de travail sur Haïti de l'Organisation des États américains. Cette séance de dialogue et les consultations de cet après-midi consacrées à l'assistance attendue dans chacun des secteurs prioritaires sont une première illustration de ce que l'OEA peut aujourd'hui apporter pour renforcer l'expression de la solidarité régionale et internationale en faveur d'Haïti, en cohérence avec l'action des Nations unies. À cet égard, la France espère que les États membres et les États observateurs sauront prendre la mesure de l'urgence qui s'attache à apporter une réponse concrète aux demandes des autorités haïtiennes, en premier lieu en matière de sécurité, dont le rétablissement conditionne le rétablissement de l'autorité de l'État, l'efficacité de la lutte contre la corruption et l'impunité, ainsi que la tenue d'élections démocratiques crédibles. Dans un contexte sécuritaire et humanitaire critique, le soutien au processus politique consécutif à l'accord du 21 décembre 2022 nous paraît de la première importance pour conforter la dynamique en cours. La recherche du consensus le plus large possible doit continuer en vue de la nomination dès que possible d'un conseil électoral provisoire. Le recours à des formules adaptées et novatrices dans le cadre conventionnel interaméricain peut contribuer à mobiliser la communauté internationale en vue d'apporter une réponse à la demande des autorités haïtiennes de déploiement d'une force internationale d'appui à la police nationale haïtienne dans sa lutte contre les groupes armés dont les exactions continuent de s'aggraver. De même, face au flux croissant d'armes et de munitions à destination des gangs et des bandes armées en Haïti, tous les efforts devraient être faits par les États d'origine de ces armes pour assurer un meilleur contrôle de leur exportation. Pour sa part, la France va continuer de renforcer sa solidarité avec Haïti, qu'il s'agisse de son appui à la police nationale haïtienne, qui sera substantiellement accrue, de son aide humanitaire, qui fera également l'objet d'une augmentation significative, ou de son aide au développement, dont le niveau est largement conditionné par la capacité de nos partenaires haïtiens. Si l'OEA se mettait en capacité de devenir un canal crédible de l'assistance internationale à Haïti, la France serait disposée à l'accompagner pour contribuer à en garantir le succès. Je vous remercie, Monsieur le Président.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur l'Ambassador. I now offer the floor to the Permanent Observer of Italy. I know that Special Representative Lalim has now joined us as a participant, and I'm looking forward to when I see her requesting the floor. But at this time, I'll offer the floor to the distinguished Permanent Observer of Italy. Excellency, good morning, welcome. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning. Mr. Chair, distinguished authorities of Haiti, distinguished representatives of the United Nations and of regional institutions, ambassadors and colleagues. This first session of the Security, Humanitarian, Electoral and Democracy Dialogue offered me the opportunity to express Italy's appreciation for the commitment of the Organization of American States to address the crisis in Haiti, and in particular to this working group for convening this important meeting. Mr. Chair, the signing in December 2022 of the national consensus by the Haitian government and the Haitian civil society and political parties is a welcome development and a much-needed effort to foster national dialogue that has paved the way to the international dialogue that we are holding today. The Italian delegation wishes to encourage all involved parties to work together with the High-Level Transition Council to further extend the national consensus to other Haitian stakeholders, so to ensure its maximum possible representation. Such an effort is instrumental to guarantee effective Haitian ownership and responsibility in the path towards an inclusive transition and fair, transparent and credible elections with the support of the international community. Mr. Chair, over the years, Italy has constantly assisted Haiti in the prolonged crisis the country has gone through. Today, we are alarmed by the spiral of violence that we are witnessing, and we wish to express our solidarity to the Haitian people and government. As a first response to the unfolding crisis, in addition to the funds channeled through the European Union, Italy has provided a first contribution in its national capacity to the UNDP Basket Fund to support the Haitian National Police. The Italian delegation is also available to consider proposals for collaboration that will come from the OAS to assist Haiti in the field of security, as well as in the preparation of the elections. And I thank Special Representative Cristobal Dupuy for his remarks about that. Let me close, Mr. Chair, by thanking all the distinguished speakers that took the floor during the plenary session for their insightful interventions. The Italian delegation looks forward to the thematic sessions that will follow in the afternoon to advance in the definition of specific projects of cooperation to assist Haiti and to discuss the main initiatives that the US member states are ready to support in order to assess how we can complement these efforts. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Excellency, for your remarks and for your consistent and continued support for the work of the working group. At this point, I'll offer the floor to a permanent observer. I believe it is the permanent observer of the Principality of Liechtenstein to the OAS. Good morning, Excellency. Welcome. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, distinguished Minister, government representatives, members of the HTC, Excellencies. Liechtenstein is pleased to take the floor as permanent observer to the OAS in this dialogue to voice our support for the concerted effort in the OAS, the entire region and in the United Nations to assist Haiti in its path to inclusive, free and credible elections and to a democratic transition. The international community has been lackluster in its support for Haiti, and it is reassuring to see that the OAS accords high importance to this process, largely also due to the strong personal commitment by you, Mr. Chair. Over the years, Liechtenstein has endeavored to be a reliable and constant supporter of Haiti in response to the most pressing humanitarian needs, the earthquakes, hurricane, and the eradication of the previously non-existing cholera. In much of our efforts to support reconstruction, we focus on schools and the education system and on sustainable construction. It is our hope to thereby make a contribution to a fundamental building block of societal cohesion and sustainable development. An area where we do hope the sharing of expertise is useful is in reducing people's vulnerability to human trafficking and exploitation during humanitarian hardship. Together with our initiative Finance Against Slavery and Trafficking and the Inter-University for Research and Development in Haiti, we have recently convened a discussion on how sanctions, such as the newly adopted UN sanctions regime, can avoid creating unintended financial vulnerabilities by putting people at increased risk. Financial inclusion can provide remedy, and we stand ready to continue the exchange on solutions and best practices in this area. Strengthening the autonomy of people in financial matters can also have important dividends in efforts to strengthen the rule of law, which the democratic transition of Haiti ultimately aims at. Liechtenstein will continue to engage where we can be useful in this process, and we once again thank you and the organizers and participants in this meeting for creating a positive political dynamic and an open exchange on practical measures in support of Haiti. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Excellency. And I also recognize your continued support for the activities of the working group and for your very specific areas that you've identified for our consideration of increased assistance. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, I see that we are joined by the special representative of the Secretary General of the United Nations in Haiti and head of the United Nations Integrated Office in Haiti, Ambassador Helen Lalim. Welcome, bienvenue. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I trust you hear me.
Very clearly, very clearly.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for not having been here at the beginning of the meeting, but it just simply was not possible. But I'm here now. I have heard most of the discussion, and I would like to maybe perhaps give a bit of a point of view from BNU, the mission in the field in Haiti. On Dialog, BNU has been operating for the better part of 3.5 years, and we have certainly been focused on dialogue. And we have been supporting the effort that led to the December 21st agreement. It's not a perfect agreement, but it is the agreement that we have. And it is now time to move to the roundtables. The roundtables that are going to discuss the difficult issues that still need to be resolved in Haiti, and through which we hope consensus will be enlarged. But I think we need to remain cognizant of the fact that there will never be complete consensus. Haiti is a country like any other. You have people who are in the opposition who will remain in the opposition, and we have to respect that. Yesterday, I attended a meeting with Cristobal, Binu, and with representatives from headquarters and the NGO that prepared the effort that led to the December 21st agreement. And we were talking about developing the roundtables, specifically the security roundtable, what that would look like, what kind of expertise needs to be associated with this roundtable, first in terms of Haitians. BNU with UNDP is prepared to fund expertise to help guide those discussions. We need to get to the roundtables. We need to start talking about what matters to Haitians most. And the first thing is security. The second roundtable will involve setting a timeline for elections, discussing what to do with regard to the new constitution, what changes need to happen in the electoral law. These are topics, these are issues that need to be resolved. But nothing is going to move unless the situation on the ground, security, changes. You heard from Mr. Yencha, kidnappings are rampant. Women, sexual violence that's taking place in Haiti is at levels never seen before and rarely seen in any society. And so what are we doing? Well, it's a collective effort. France is training. The United States, through INL, has a large security program to build SWAT capacity. And we, a smaller mission, have about 20 UN police embedded with the national police, working in different areas, but we're not getting the job done. The Basket Fund will bring equipment to the police. It will refurbish police stations that have been damaged. It will give additional classes for recruitment, but it does not add to their fighting capability with regard to the gangs. And without more security assistance in the form of kinetic and planning, operational planning assistance, they're not going to make it. And that is the reality on the ground. It is important that we look at the Secretary General's letter once more and do the necessary to bring greater security assistance so that once neighborhoods are calmed, once the effort against the gangs has taken place, the police is in a position to move in and hold the neighborhoods by providing services. We are a long way from that now. This work needs to happen internally in Haiti. The conversations need to happen in Haiti. And the citizenry of Haiti needs to be involved in these conversations. I think Haiti, it's time to look at new partnerships. What do we do about the arms that are coming into Haiti? UNODC, we've brought in UNODC doing terrific work. I've done an assessment of all of the entry points and produced a report that I imagine you have read. Arms are coming in through the ports, but also through the land borders. We are encouraging the government of Haiti to reach out to the Dominican Republic to do more in terms of border security partnerships. Haiti has 200 police guarding its borders and in their polyfront effort. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. The basic consensus agreement is there. Now let's move forward and purposefully to support what needs to get done so that elections are possible soon. Whether they can happen this year, we're in March, I can't tell you. But I know that we need to increase the rate at which we're working. We need to increase the specificity of which we're working. We need to get down to the business of building this country back. And I think that when we start showing tangible signs of progress, tangible signs of real activity going on, that we will be able to get to where we need to, slowly, but more quickly than we are right now. Because right now, on tourne en rond. We're talking about building consensus. We've been talking about building consensus for 3.5 years. We will only achieve a certain amount. So let me stop there. I welcome your effort, but we really need your support. And we need your support kinetically. Haitians need to know. They did a poll, you're aware of that. Over almost 80% of Haitians supported additional assistance to their security forces that only stand right now at 9,000 active duty officers with a whole country to oversee. And forget about providing service to the citizens. The gangs are so armed against the police that the police are staying in the commissariats and not coming out to fight the gangs. Let me stop there. Sorry and thank you for allowing me to join this meeting at this point.
Thank you very much for your intervention, Special Representative Lalim. Special Representative Dupuy, you're still connected. Are you ready to speak now? I, as the chair, would also wish to add a few comments, perhaps before we are joined by the president of the HTC. So, Cristobal, you have the floor again.
Yes, thank you, Chair. No, nothing much to add what just the special representative of the Secretary General of the UN just said. Amen to her words. I think it's the right tone. I mean, the situation here, it is as dire as you can imagine, Chair. Just giving you an update, Madame Maniga is supposed to come to the US office around 11:30, 11:35. We're still waiting for her to come. So once she arrives, I will let you know, Chair, and like that she can be able to do her presentation. Thank you so much.
Grateful. We look forward to hear from Madame Maniga. I offer the floor now to the delegation of Canada, who's requested the floor, and then followed immediately by the permanent observer delegation of Spain. You have the floor.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Et je souhaiterais simplement profiter de la présence de Madame Lalim et certainement la remercier pour sa participation à notre réunion de ce matin. Je crois que depuis le début de ce dialogue, ce matin, on a brossé un portrait qui est des plus inquiétants de la situation de sécurité en Haïti. Ma question porte davantage sur le défi auquel Haïti est confronté au plan humanitaire. Alors, ma question essentiellement porte sur le lien qui existe entre la situation humanitaire et la tenue éventuelle d'élections. Dans quelle mesure la tenue éventuelle d'élections, la perspective de la tenue des élections en Haïti est-elle liée à l'amélioration des conditions humanitaires sur le terrain dans le pays? On a quand même entendu parler ce matin des défis auxquels Haïti est confronté en matière alimentaire, en matière de santé, en matière d'éducation. Alors, dans quelle mesure doit-on voir une amélioration marquée dans ces divers domaines-là avant qu'on puisse dire le pays prêt à procéder à la tenue d'élections? Existe-t-il un lien? Dans quelle mesure ce lien est-il étroit? Et quels sont les principaux indicateurs par rapport auxquels il faudra constater une évolution de façon à pouvoir se sentir prêt à procéder à la tenue d'élections en Haïti? Et je pose la question parce que essentiellement, le mandat qui nous est confié à nous comme groupe de travail de l'OEA sur Haïti s'articule autour de cet objectif-là. En quoi est-ce que les membres de l'OEA, en quoi est-ce que l'OEA elle-même et les autres entités du système interaméricain peuvent contribuer à l'amélioration des conditions en Haïti sur 3 tableaux. Le tableau de la sécurité, le domaine électoral et la préparation des élections, mais aussi le domaine humanitaire. Alors, au moment où on s'apprête à entamer cette discussion-là, dans le cadre des clusters cet après-midi, quelle est la perspective dans laquelle il faut entrevoir cette discussion-là? Alors, voici ma question et je remercie Mme Lalime pour sa participation aujourd'hui et pour son intervention. Merci.
Thank you very much, distinguished colleague, and I look forward to any follow-on responses from Special Representative Lalim after I've offered the floor to the distinguished permanent observer delegation of Spain, another permanent observer that has followed each of the meetings and all of the deliberations of the working group. You have the floor, distinguished colleague.
Sí, muchas gracias, señor presidente. Buenos días a todos. Gracias por la organización de esta reunión tan importante y por la dirección de este grupo de trabajo en el que tan activamente están participando los países integrantes como otros países, todos nosotros comprometidos con el futuro de Haití en este momento tan difícil. Señor presidente, yo quisiera plantear un par de cuestiones o de preocupaciones que nos surgen y, aún al riesgo de ser ingenuo, quisiera insistir sobre ellos porque pienso que se están tratando tangencialmente, pero pueden ser 2 problemas graves en este proceso de apoyo y de vuelta a la normalización de Haití. La primera es el tema de las bandas. Está claro que las bandas criminales son poderosas, hay que luchar contra ellas y la policía haitiana necesita capacitación profesional y material para luchar contra ellos, pero quisiera poner el acento sobre una cuestión que, como digo, se menciona un poco de pasada. Hoy el representante especial, señor Dupuy, la ha mencionado, que son las conexiones entre las bandas o entre algunas de las bandas, de las muchas que proliferan, y algunos líderes políticos o personas que tienen un papel político bastante importante en Haití. ¿Tiene el gobierno de Haití una estrategia de cómo vencer esta dificultad? ¿Cómo luchar contra estas conexiones con líderes políticos, con el crimen organizado, más allá de la lucha física en la calle que se debería producir para la eliminación de las bandas? Esta es una cuestión. Y la segunda se refiere específicamente a la Policía Nacional de Haití. El embajador Charles hizo una muy clara exposición, señaló que hoy en día hay 13.000 miembros de la Policía Nacional haitiana. La embajadora Lalim creo que acaba de decir en su intervención que solo 9.000 están efectivamente en capacidad. Sé que hace unos pocos años había 18.000. Existe una clara degradación en los efectivos, no solo en la capacidad ni en los efectivos. Hay, de hecho, una sangría dentro de las fuerzas de seguridad haitianas. Creo que están desertando más gente, incluso muchos policías, no sé si es cierto o no, quizá nos lo puedan aclarar, acogiéndose al programa de inmigración que ha puesto en marcha la Administración de los Estados Unidos. Hay una estrategia, o sea, mi pregunta es, ¿hay una estrategia por parte de las autoridades haitianas de parar esta sangría de efectivos y de reconstruir de alguna manera la policía haitiana de manera que tenga los efectivos suficientes, aparte de los medios y la capacitación, para hacer frente al tremendo desafío que tienen ante sí? Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much for that very, very insightful intervention. I know you've asked very specific questions, and I trust that Special Representative Lalim is still connected and I would like to hear what her response to your questions would be, as well as I think this might be a good opportunity, Ambassador Charles, for you to respond to some of these questions. Special Representative Lalim, welcome again, and you have the floor.
Ms. Lalim,
It seems as though your microphone is still muted, Special Representative.
Thank you. Thank you. The first question had to do with humanitarian issues and as they're playing out in Haiti. I would say that the humanitarian issues that we're facing in Haiti are dominated by security. You have read that there are the neighborhood of Cité Soleil, the neighborhood that is very affected by gang violence, that we are experiencing IPC level 5 famine-like conditions. It's because of the difficulty in getting to the people in these areas. It's also where cholera outbreaks happen. If we could resolve the security issues, we could resolve the grave levels of humanitarian suffering that is going on in Haiti. The links between politicians and gangs, your sanctions are working on that very well. But now there needs to be more done in Haiti, and as the UN sanctions will come into place, it will be important that other countries also take actions against these people, particularly countries in the region. Once those links can be weakened, and funding, money, cutting off the money will weaken the links, but it also increases criminalities because the gangs then just kidnap more. Is there a plan? Is there a strategy to rebuild the police? If there were, I wouldn't be here asking for the forces that we need. Haiti will not be able to solve this problem alone with more training. They are down to 9,000. I'm not sure that it was ever as high as 18,000. I arrived in Haiti in 2018. At that point, there were 15,000, 16,000. People leave. They take advantage of parole programs that exist to move elsewhere in the region. They stop being police. They get killed. Haiti needs force support, fighting support, to be able to show that there is an effort on its way to dominate the gangs. And if they can't, then this country will just continue down the path of a failed state. The Haitian National Police works with donors. It's got a big program with INL, almost $90 million. Yes, there are police that enter. Classes are being held, but we're not able to get to more than two classes held in a 24-month period. So that's about 1,000 police officers coming in. It is slow going. We have lost the ability. Time is of the essence. And as the weapons increase, as the flow of weapons comes into Haiti, the gangs just simply get stronger. You don't see street children on the streets of Haiti anymore. They've all been recruited by the gangs. What's happening now, those gangs that are going into homes in certain neighborhoods where they didn't penetrate before, these were 16-year-old children. Without a force, there is not enough equipment, not enough strategy, not enough planning that can happen to solve this problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Special Representative Lalim. Special Representative Dupuy, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. just want to try to answer the questions by Canada and by Spain. Insecurity needs to go down if we want to go and move towards election. And that is a basic fact. Today, we cannot organize elections as Haiti stands. But then again, elections is not only a question about only security, but also it's a highly technical endeavor. And this is what we are saying. The challenge that we have is that the COP, which is the electoral management body, it's not a permanent structure. So all of the things and all the steps that need to take place, you need to have a management body that is as professional as we can get. And unfortunately, in Haiti, we do not have that because of the non-permanent structure of the electoral management body. Many things need to happen before elections can move forward. Not only the naming of a new electoral management body, the COP. This is something that the Minister of Foreign Affairs talked on his presentation early today, but also electoral law, political party laws. All of those things need to be amended. And one of the things that need to happen as well is to have the structures to actually figure out how the political parties and the campaigns are being financed. And that's the link that we are seeing with organized crime and politics. And this is an issue that we see in Haiti, but not only Haiti. We see this, in other places throughout the world. That's an issue that the democratic system is facing across the board. So there is no real capacity at this time for Haiti to address that particular issue. Sanctions, they do help. I understand the two countries mainly are doing the sanctions, but sadly so, they're not being sanctioned in Haiti. So any politician that has been sanctioned by internationals, by other member states, he can freely, walk to the election management body and do his inscription to become a candidate. So, this is good that happened at the international level, but also they need to be sanctioned within Haiti and the electoral and the judicial system in Haiti, if you want to see cause and effect on those issues. And lastly, one of the things that I want to say, all of these talk about elections not going to happen if we don't have, a strong commitment from member states on the security issue, whether that be a special force or whether it be more towards the HNP. That's something that needs to be financed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Special Representative Dupuy. We continue to eagerly await the arrival of Madame Maniga, so please signal to us as soon as she has arrived. I saw an earlier request by the delegation of Chile,
Okay, just let me see.
Okay, so I get the sense that you want Ambassador Charles to go first. Is that it, Felipe?
Gracias, presidente. Parece que el embajador Charles prefiere que yo hable primero. Así que seré muy breve. En todas las reuniones que hemos tenido sobre Haití, incluso previas a las reuniones que hemos tenido en el grupo de trabajo, se señala como prerequisito para prácticamente cualquier despliegue de otra actividad controlar la situación de seguridad en Haití. En ese sentido, quería hacer un par de preguntas, y la primera es que si existe al día de hoy alguna estimación de cuál es la importancia, me refiero al tamaño y a las características técnicas que debiera tener la fuerza internacional que se espera desplegar en Haití, como primera pregunta. Y la segunda, no pido números, simplemente pregunto si existe una estimación de cuál es la necesidad de policías haitianos, no los actuales, sino que lo que se espera idealmente tener, y si es que existe o estaría elaborándose algún calendario para la reconstrucción de la Policía Nacional Haitiana. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much for your questions, distinguished colleague, and I offer the floor now to Ambassador Charles.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Président. Tout d'abord, pour apporter des éclaircissements à l'intervention de notre collègue du Canada, qui a mentionné la nécessité d'adresser la situation humanitaire. Je voudrais tout d'abord dire, notre délégation en compagnie de plusieurs délégations de pays observateurs, nous avons rencontré des organisations humanitaires qui travaillent en Haïti. Je parle de PADF, je parle de l'ICA, des associations de religieuses, Médecins sans frontières. Ils sont prêts pour augmenter leur contribution dans le domaine humanitaire. Mais la question qui revient toujours, nous ne pouvons pas nous déplacer. Les routes sont bloquées. Et les membres, le personnel de ils sont enlevés, ils ne sont pas exempts des cas d'enlèvement. Donc, la situation sécuritaire doit être adressée avant même, justement, on fait ce qu'on peut dans le domaine humanitaire. Mais si la police, la capacité d'intervention de la police n'est pas augmentée pour être beaucoup plus présente dans les rues, pour mener des opérations dans le fief même des gangs armés, réduisant ainsi leur capacité de nuisance. C'est une police nationale. Dans aucun pays au monde, une police nationale, aussi bien entraînée qu'elle soit, ne peut à elle seule faire face à la situation d'insécurité qui, dans plusieurs pays, il leur faut une couverture militaire ou bien d'autres forces mieux équipées pour les encadrer afin que les opérations de police soient efficaces. Madame Lalim vient de mettre l'emphase sur la même situation. Peu importe la contribution qu'on a en matière de développement de la police nationale, Haïti ne va pas sortir de cette situation si, en matière d'opération, de fourniture de matériel, en armement, munitions, et l'aspect intelligence. Parce que toute force, pour fonctionner, il lui faut un système d'intelligence avec une bonne capacité de collection, d'analyse et de dissémination. La police a un embryon de système de renseignement, mais la police n'a pas d'équipement. Les enlèvements se font tous les jours en Haïti. Mais pour contrer, pour réduire le nombre d'enlèvements dans la capitale, il faut une police avec du personnel humain pour collecter les informations et avec du matériel technologique de haut niveau pour suivre, traquer et identifier les zones d'otages, les zones où les bandits séquestrent les gens. En matière d'effectifs, j'ai mentionné 11 000 tout à l'heure, mais c'était un effectif, un chiffre qu'on a dans les livres. Mais dans les faits, je me rappelle, il y a 5 ans, on avait un effectif de plus de 16 000. Il y a 5 ans. J'étais en Haïti il y a moins d'un an. Dans les effectifs, 11 000, mais maintenant, on ne sait pas. Parce que on perd des policiers, les policiers eux-mêmes laissent la police nationale. Il y a des programmes d'encouragement pour laisser le pays. On ne peut pas imposer à un citoyen de subir cette violence si cette personne a la possibilité de laisser le pays. Il nous faut des ressources. L'administration publique est en train d'être désertée par des fonctionnaires de carrière. Donc, il faut que le gouvernement soit en mesure de fournir les services de base. Mais si la police nationale, qui a pour mission de protéger et de servir, donc de faire un minimum pour que les écoles peuvent laisser leurs portes ouvertes, pour que les hôpitaux soient à même de fonctionner. Médecins sans frontières, qui est une instance qui a l'habitude de fournir des services de santé dans les zones les moins protégées, je peux dire, Médecins sans frontières vient de laisser la zone de Cité Soleil pour question de sécurité. L'urgence, c'est vrai, Haïti fait face à des difficultés depuis quelque temps. On peut dire tous les indicateurs sont au rouge en Haïti. L'aspect social, l'aspect économique, tout revient au problème d'insécurité. Donc, je ne serai jamais fatigué de le dire. L'urgence, c'est d'adresser le problème de sécurité en équipant la police nationale et en envoyant une force d'appui à la police nationale. Je ne dis pas une force militaire, une force avec suffisamment de frappe pour créer un impact sur l'imaginaire des gangs armés. Je veux dire, si aujourd'hui, on a un effectif réduit qui se rend en Haïti, le fait par ces personnes armées avec la capacité d'intervention en accompagnant la police, ça va créer un impact sur l'imaginaire des gangs et un impact psychologique. Il va y avoir moins d'action par les gangs et la police sera plus en confiance pour mener des opérations. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Charles. I'm noting that we are getting close to the top of the hour at noon, and so I'll inquire from Special Representative Dupuy, please, if at any point during these remarks that I will share with the dialogue now, some of my own observations, please request the floor so that we can have Madam Maniga join our dialogue. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, I have to tell you that I've listened with deep interest at the ongoing dialogue. I listened and one of the permanent observers referred to not just my responsibility as a member of the Permanent Council to this working group, but also my individual responsibility. And in fact, I'll take just a few minutes to share some background and ask some questions that I hope will perhaps be dealt with, if not here, during the cluster consultations. When Ambassador Charles referred to the fact that the Haitian National Police was established, in fact it was 1995, and I was in fact in Haiti at the time when it was formally established. I was there as a visitor. The following year, I returned to work as a member of the United Nations mission in Haiti, and which then became the United Nations Support Mission in Haiti for 8 months. One of my responsibilities then was to serve as the senior military liaison officer to the Haitian National Police, and I was required to write reports weekly on the state of the Haitian National Police for about 8 months. I listened to what is being described of the state of the Haitian National Police with much pain, but really and truly not much surprise. Because, and Ambassador Charles would know this, I'm sure, better than I do, the disposition, the deployment of the Haitian National Police across Haiti renders the Haitian National Police, even without a single threat to challenge, very vulnerable. So that the numerical strength of the Haitian National Police, which I had to report on weekly as it was at that time building up its capacity, is not at all any indication of the operational effectiveness of the Haitian National Police. So when even now we refer to a strength of 9,000, I would ask the question, of the 9,000, of those 9,000, first I would ask how many are in Port-au-Prince, and then I would ask, of those not assigned in Port-au-Prince, how many left for the rest of the country are really reporting to duty? And I ask those questions because of my observations back then, even when things were not as terrible as they are now. I note as well the repeated observations of the challenge of trafficking. And in fact, it was Special Representative Lalim, she referred to the challenge of the many entry points in Haiti. And I asked the question again, with very little awareness that I would rely on. Is there a Coast Guard capability in Haiti? It's clear, I think, from all the discussion we've had so far that the security situation is the priority. But what's also emerging is the fact that the security situation is exceptionally multidimensional. The fact that there are no street children in Haiti is not a good, while it should be a good indicator, social indicator, we've just heard why it is not a positive indicator. There are no street children because they are fully employed by gangs. That speaks to the multidimensionality of the security challenge. I think some of these questions that I've posed now should, I hope, add to the discussions that occur when we get to the security assistance cluster consultations. But I have to share that I think so far the information we've received, our distinguished colleague, permanent observer of Spain, referred to, is there a Haitian, well, a strategy for, I suppose I could use the term force development, capacity building, institutional strengthening, whichever. And I'm keen to know if there is any such strategy or plan as well. And I would pause by making, if I might, just one assertion, that some of the suggestions that the timeline for some of the institutional strengthening measures that clearly are required, that is often seen as a very long-term outlook. I think we have to move past that long-term outlook on building institutional capacity, force development, whatever, into not just the Haitian National Police, but the Haitian National Police would be only one agency of what is required as a complete national security sector development strategy for Haiti. So I pause here. I see Special Representative Dupuy has requested the floor, and I'm keen to offer you the floor, Cristobal. You have the floor.
Cristóbal. Cristóbal.
Oui, oui.
Te escuchamos.
Monsieur l'ambassadeur Anthony Philippe, président du Conseil de l'ONU et du groupe Haïti. Mesdames et messieurs, les représentants des membres de l'ONU, mesdames et messieurs les observateurs, mesdames et messieurs les membres du secrétariat général, Monsieur Léon, ambassadeur de l'ONU, mesdames et messieurs les membres du gouvernement.
Pardonnez-moi, Madame Maniga.
Au nom du Haut Conseil de la Transition.
Pardonnez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
Je remercie l'Organisation des États d'Amérique de réitérer son intérêt pour Haïti pour cette réunion. Le document paraphé le 21 décembre 2022, intitulé Consensus national pour une transition inclusive et des élections permanentes entre le gouvernement et les représentants des secteurs.
Excusez-moi, Madame.
A fixé le clair.
Madame Maniga? We are not hearing clearly. And so we are trying to ask you to just give us a minute or two so that we can hear all of your very important intervention, please. Please, the sound here at the OAS. You have.
Monsieur l'ambassadeur Anthony Philippe Spencer, président du Conseil permanent de l'OEA et du groupe de travail sur Haïti. Mesdames et messieurs les représentants des États membres de l'OEA. Mesdames et messieurs les observateurs permanents. Mesdames et messieurs les membres du secrétariat général. Monsieur Léon Charles, ambassadeur d'Haïti près de l'OEA. Mesdames et messieurs les membres du gouvernement. Au nom du Haut Conseil de la Transition, que j'ai l'honneur de présider, je remercie l'Organisation des États de l'Amérique de réitérer son intérêt pour Haïti dans cette réunion. Le document paraphé le 21 décembre 2022, intitulé « Consensus national pour une transition inclusive et des élections transparentes » entre le gouvernement et les représentants des secteurs économiques, sociaux et politiques, ce document a fixé clairement la mission du Haut Conseil de la Transition. Il est donc dévolu à cette institution la charge de créer les conditions nécessaires pour le retour à un climat de sécurité et de paix. Créer les conditions nécessaires pour le retour à un climat de sécurité et de paix. Pourquoi cette répétition? C'est tout simplement pour attirer votre haute attention sur le drame auquel notre pays est confronté. Deuxièmement, créer les conditions politiques et sociales pour le retour à l'ordre constitutionnel à travers des élections libres, crédibles et transparentes. Troisièmement, promouvoir un dialogue politique pour la participation des différents acteurs à la gestion de l'État durant la période de transition. Promouvoir un dialogue politique pour la participation des différents acteurs à la gestion de l'État durant la période de transition. Ici encore, je le répète. Définir le cadre des réponses à donner aux urgences des politiques publiques. À ce cadre s'ajoutent des objectifs clairement définis, fixant les responsabilités de chacun des 3 membres selon leur sensibilité politique et le secteur dont ils relèvent, sans toutefois se départir du mode de fonctionnement de manière collégiale que nous avons adopté. Participer au choix des membres du prochain Conseil électoral. Travailler en vue de l'élaboration d'une nouvelle constitution. Poursuivre le dialogue politique. Prendre une part active aux changements et aux réformes dans l'administration publique sont, entre autres, les tâches qui sont établies dans l'agenda du HCT. Ses membres s'y attellent. À ce stade, le bilan n'est, hélas, pas satisfaisant en raison des retards mis à être pourvus de moyens de fonctionnement. Néanmoins, nous avons travaillé à la reconstitution de la Cour de cassation. Le processus de dialogue a été enclenché et se poursuit avec beaucoup de lenteur puisque, comme je l'ai dit, les ressources matérielles et humaines font grandement défaut. Dans le cadre de l'élaboration d'une nouvelle constitution, nous sommes en train d'élaborer, avec nos propres disponibilités, un chronogramme de rencontres et de résultats avec des personnalités et des institutions déjà identifiées. Les invitations devront être lancées dans le courant de la semaine prochaine. Très brièvement, la panoplie des responsabilités incombant au HCT est considérable. Le point focal demeure avant tout l'organisation de nouvelles élections dans des conditions saines et équitables. Pour ce faire, les exigences préalables s'imposent d'elles-mêmes. Il est vrai que la Cour de cassation, dysfonctionnelle depuis des années, a été enfin remise sur pied, ce qui est un pas plutôt dans la bonne direction en vue de la reconstitution de l'organe chargé de l'organisation des élections. Cependant, l'insécurité multiforme qui sévit dans le pays érige certains défis qu'il serait fastidieux d'énumérer ce matin et en ce lieu. Je tiens à en souligner quelques-uns, toutefois, qui méritent d'être relevés en toute urgence. Il est impératif que les forces de sécurité nationales reprennent le contrôle du territoire en mettant les gangsters de tout acabit et de tout poil hors d'état de nuire. Il y a aujourd'hui et chaque jour davantage des zones de non-droit qui se développent et s'organisent où la criminalité est érigée en mode de vie. Je vois mal et je me fais la porte-parole de la grande majorité de la population. Comment un candidat, s'il n'est de mèche ou comptable ou complice des bonnes armées, comment il pourra mener campagne dans certains endroits du pays? Le renouvellement du personnel politique de manière démocratique devant permettre le retour à la normale peut être envisagé en dehors de la réalisation d'élections sans compromis. La sécurité, rien que de ce point de vue, est indiscutable. Préalablement à l'organisation de ces élections à tous les niveaux, l'élaboration de la nouvelle constitution doit être réalisée et divulguée en vue de créer le canevas de l'organisation de la société. Nous avons l'obligation de nous y atteler sans réserve, de pouvoir travailler dans des conditions sereines et de disposer de la logistique nécessaire. Les différents accords, conventions, protocoles, mémorandums, etc. de l'OEA auquel Haïti a adhéré impose à cet organisme régional le devoir et l'obligation d'assister un de ses membres menacé d'un péril imminent face à la dégradation accélérée de son environnement politique, social, éducatif, culturel, naturel et j'en passe. Les symptômes du chaos vous sont sans doute parvenus et je crains qu'Haïti ne soit le seul pays de cette communauté à vivre ce qu'aucun d'entre vous n'accepterait chez lui. Les rencontres, les sommets, les rapports, les commissions, les missions, les évaluations foisonnent et encombrent sans doute les archives de l'OEA. Il est temps d'arrêter ce qui est désormais une perte de temps. Passons aux actes. Vous disposez d'expertise dans tous les domaines, notamment en matière de sécurité des villes et lutte contre la guérilla urbaine. Votre soutien à travers ce groupe de travail sur Haïti nous est indispensable. Mettons plus de bonne foi et plus de détermination à supporter nos efforts. Essayez de voir, mesdames et messieurs, par-delà les statistiques, essayez de voir cette femme, mère de 4 enfants, sans père, et qui doit travailler et subvenir aux besoins de sa famille. De voir cet homme qui a perdu son travail et qui se soumet à l'humiliation de la mendicité. Voyez cette jeune fille violée qui constate avec tristesse ses espérances bannies et son avenir saccagé. Cette situation doit interpeller votre conscience, vous qui avez la capacité d'agir. Le 10 février 1923, le Conseil permanent de l'OEA a adopté, sur demande du gouvernement haïtien, une résolution intitulée « Soutien renouvelé pour une assistance en matière de sécurité et humanitaire pour des élections inclusives, libres, justes et crédibles et pour une transition démocratique en République d'Haïti. » Je souligne à votre meilleure attention. Et comme l'a dénoncé le ministre de la Justice et de la Sécurité publique, les véhicules blindés et les armes commandées légalement par l'État haïtien ne sont toujours pas livrés depuis 18 mois, alors que les bandits en disposent de très sophistiqués. La police nationale est dépassée par la situation et mène, en dépit de tout, une lutte à armes égales contre ceux qui troublent la paix publique. Les efforts semblent être vains. Dans cette perspective, mesdames et messieurs, le Haut Conseil de transition souhaite vivement votre soutien particulier dans le cadre de sa mission. Toutes les bonnes volontés doivent se concentrer préalablement et sans désemparer sur le démantèlement des gangs, l'organisation des élections, l'élaboration de la nouvelle constitution et l'installation de nouveaux gouvernements. Je vous remercie.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Présidente du Conseil. Your presentation, as you stated, among your expectations, did grip our consciences, and we're grateful that you have joined our dialogue to convey in such compelling language the realities that exist, but more importantly, the urgent action that is required in response, to which the OAS has committed its renewed support. The Permanent Council and this working group established by the Permanent Council, we are deeply grateful for the time that you have taken to be here. We understand the difficult circumstances in which you operate in Haiti, and we would be grateful, as we have been mandated, to maintain ongoing direct communication with you and the other members of the High-Level Transition Council. We will, following the lunch break, which follows in a few minutes, we will reconvene in cluster consultations focused on security assistance, humanitarian assistance, and electoral and democracy strengthening assistance. And if it should be at all possible for you to join either of those or any of those consultations, Madam Maniga, we would be even more grateful. Thank you again. I now see that Special Representative Dupuy has requested the floor. I'm not sure if this is where you requested Cristobal to enable Madam Maniga to speak. It would appear so. And if that is the case, I offer the floor one final time to any delegations that may wish to speak now before we break for lunch. I see no requests. And with that said, I want to thank everyone who has contributed to this morning's opening session. I think the dialogue has been very insightful, instructive, and informative. I think we leave now with enough questions, many questions, several questions, to go to our respective consultation clusters. And those consultations will begin at 2 p.m. as have been indicated, and perhaps I could just review, just to remind. So I would just remind that the security assistance cluster consultations will be in person at the San Martin room. That's downstairs of this building. The humanitarian assistance cluster consultations will occur in the Guerrero room, which is on this floor. And the electoral and democracy assistance consultation will be held right here in the Hall of the Americas. I want to again express my appreciation to all delegations, member states, permanent observers, all who have joined us online. We look forward to some purposeful consultations when we meet after lunch at 2 p.m. And then after the consultations, we will reconvene all here at 3 p.m. for our, at 3:30, sorry, at 3:30 for our final closing session, which we expect would be just about 1 hour. I have also extended an invitation to the members of the working group immediately after this session, if we would please quickly convene for a brief caucus at the Miranda room, which is on this floor, just around the corner as you exit the Hall of the Americas, to your right. And so, with that said, thank you very much. I think we had a meaningful discussion, and this session is adjourned. Thank you.